Lubbock's new country station, Lonestar 99.5. I'm Jackie Neal, and on the phone, I have got Josh Abbott, of course, with the Josh Abbott Band. Now, as it happened when we were in Memphis a little over a month ago for the St. Jude Children's Country Cares radio seminar, Josh Abbott was also there, too, and we got to hang out with him a little bit, but he had a lot of stuff going on, but we did get to talk to you some. Josh, thank you so much for taking time this morning.
Absolutely.
Now, of course, Josh, Memphis is a really, really fun town, and we had a lot of great times there. But the most important reason we were there was for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and touring the hospital. What were your big takeaways?
Yeah, that place is just incredible for what they do. And I think some of my biggest takeaways were just how positive they keep it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to a lot of hospitals, and I've visited some other children's hospitals, and there's just all sorts of ways that they've discovered that they can help these kids heal aside from just the medicine. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It seems like it's all about the environment and attitude. So, the architecture is very open layout, huge rooms, lots of natural sunlight coming in different areas of the hospital.
And so colorful.
Yeah, and yes, very colorful. Just the walls it's awesome, to be honest, if you're a kid. It's like, they make it like a fun place.
Right.
Obviously there's the downsides to it of being in a hospital and having to go to treatment, but if you're going to have to do that stuff, that's such a great place to have it done. And even their cafeteria, everybody in the entire hospital eats in that cafeteria. I know people are listening to, what do you mean by that? Well, a lot of hospitals, some doctors and nurses have their own area to eat, so they don't have to eat in the same area as the patients.
Right.
But at St. Jude, it's the opposite of that. It doesn't matter if you're a janitor, a patient,
or a surgeon,
a doctor.
Right.
You're all eating in the same area. And it creates a community. So everybody's learning each other's names. Everybody visits with each other. It's truly remarkable. Like, it should be a movie. And it wouldn't surprise me one day if there is a movie that talks about kind of the vision that the guy that created that hospital, he had for it.
Danny Thomas, you are exactly right,
Yeah.
Josh. And one thing that made the biggest impression on me, because I have to pray about remembering names all the time. It is not one of my strengths. And that lady at the reception desk, she greets every child and memorizes every child being treated.
Yeah.
She knows everyone's name. I just thought that was amazing.
Yeah, that was too, for sure. She would definitely be a character in the movie. You know what I mean? It's just such a great place. And then on top of that, they're experimenting in the research field. So they're not only treating these kids, but they're trying to discover new ways to cure it.
Absolutely.
And they've got that proton beam, wasn't that it, or was it a neutron beam?
No, it's a proton beam, and
proton, yeah. And it's like there's only like just a few in the entire world, and they've got one there. And what it does is isolate specifically the cancerous cells, so that they don't have to destroy other cells. And I think they've been using it for kids with brain cancer and tumors, and it's been working fantastic. So, they get a lot of research done. They treat the families and the kids great, and then they never make them pay for one thing.
They never get
don't pay
one
for
bill.
anything.
That's right. Transportation, lodging,
food,
treatment.
transportation, none of it. It's
None of
just
it.
like, wow.
I know
The
it.
whole concept is just, it makes you believe in the good in people again. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And, the consequence for the hospital of no patient or their parents ever receiving a bill is it costs $2 million a day.
Yeah.
For St. Jude Children's
that's
Research
what they
Hospital.
estimated at. And, I'm sure those costs can change, but isn't that insane?
God.
So
I can't even wrap my head around it. And that's why we are asking for Partners in Hope, just $20 a month. I mean, my husband and I can spend that at the drive-thru at Starbucks.
Absolutely. $20 a month, that's nothing. Everybody
nothing.
listening should be doing that.
That is right. Josh, thank you so much. And it was great to see you there. And, I don't have any children of my own. I have stepkids and grandkids, and I don't think you have any children of your own, but we have lots of nieces and nephews. And, what if, God forbid, you got news from one of your siblings that a niece or nephew had a devastating childhood cancer or a devastating disease, isn't it good to know that there is St. Jude?
Yeah, I just think in general, I don't have kids, but a lot of my buddies do. And I can't imagine if one of their children came down with such a disease. And then to make it worse, you stress about money.
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to treat this?
Mm-hmm.
If we have to go through the process of having this child treated with this, and one of us, the parents talking, probably one of them has to quit their job,
Mm-hmm.
So it's not only the money spent on everything, but now you've got less income coming in. So if you really think about that context, what that hospital does for kids and their families, taking that stress and just saying, hey, we just want you to get better.
That's right.
It's awesome.
And, talking about the families, another thing I love about St. Jude, and I know you noticed this too, Josh, was how much attention they pay to the child being treated's siblings. Because we know how hard that is. Yeah. Even in a regular environment, if one kid's getting more attention than the other kid, there's some jealousy things that come in there, and they work so hard to help the siblings feel included at a really hard time in their lives.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that they're, either reading or leading the field in, these studies from maybe different areas in terms of like psychology and communication and other things, in terms of making sure that everybody in the family is comfortable and understanding the process and feeling valued.
That is exactly right. Josh, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. And again, we're urging everybody to become a partner in hope.
Okay, thank you.